Welcome back to Iowa, and welcome back to Hawkeye Skunk Works. We are out in the garage with the 4Runner, where we are going to talk about my Coverking neoprene seat covers. You're gonna want to stick around to hear more about these. We are going to do something that has never been done before. The cheapest 3rd gen Toyota 4Runner in the entire country. I have bought another 4Runner.
Dad, everything is blowing!
And that, my friends, is one of the greatest parts about being here. Alright, so if you are a avid viewer of the channel and probably my Instagram as well, you may already know that I have these black neoprene Coverking seat covers on our 05 4Runner on the front seats. And I've had them for about a year now, give or take, and mostly they've been really good. But you might have a clue of what's going on since I'm holding a brand new one in my hand. So I think we're gonna hop in here, probably roll a little time lapse. I'm gonna pull off the old one because yes, this is a new one. And then we're gonna take a little bit closer look to what we're actually talking about today. The installation, and in this case, uninstallation, of these seat covers is fairly straightforward, as with most other seat covers, whether they are custom fit or universal fit. There's a combination of elastic straps with hooks, nylon straps with buckles that you cinch down, and Velcro closures, all needing to be done up in whichever way you see fit and hooked to whatever you see fit underneath the seat. Alright, kind of a pain to take off, but I guess that's kind of what you want in a set of seat covers. Let's first take a look at a brand new one. So Coverking calls these Neo Supreme. I suppose they call it that after purchasing them is because they're not neoprene. We all know what neoprene is. We've all had some kind of experience with a wetsuit, whether, you know, in person or we've seen one in a store or something. It's that real thick rubbery material sandwiched between basically 2 layers of nylon fabric fused together. This, on the other hand, is essentially those 2 types of fabric. One is like a nicer finished side, and then the other side is kind of just like nylon. I don't know, it's probably, I don't really have anything to, you know what, it's like a koozie. It's a cheaper koozie, not the neoprene ones, like the good koozies, the cheaper foam koozies, which is exactly what this is. I can try to show you here, if it'll focus. You can see that where the 2 pieces were stitched together, it's like 1/4 inch black foam. That's exactly all it is. It is not neoprene. Now, when you price compare these to actual neoprene seat covers, they're about half-ish the price, give or take. And honestly, I don't know if I would have the same problem with real neoprene ones because it's still a piece of rubber with 2 pieces of fabric fused to it. Let's grab one of the old ones and take a look at what the problem is. This is the driver's seat bottom. This is the front underneath the steering wheel, right where your thighs would be, essentially. And I'm going to try to show this the best I can. In person, it's extremely obvious. The fabric on the top has come apart, unfused from the foam. So you can see kind of how it's wrinkly like that. And it's in between my legs. It's not like where my thighs have rubbed. Over here on the side bolster getting in and out of the car, same thing, much more extreme. This entire piece has basically come undone and up here, which you would assume. And if that was the only case, I would just chalk that up to, that's just me getting out of the car. I would have either ruined the seat or ruined the seat cover. It is what it is. But right here, that makes no sense. I'm not even really sliding my legs over. Even if it was back here where my rear was sliding across, that doesn't make any sense. The driver's seat back, oh, this is the new one. The driver's seat back all the way across my belt line. And I mean, yeah, it gets rubbed there, but I mean, you can see all of that wrinkle and then plus some is where it's all come apart. So that's really disappointing. Thankfully, these come with a 2-year warranty. I did buy them from an eBay seller, and so I bought them from eBay because they were running a sale when I happened to buy these. Contacted the seller. They got back to me relatively quickly. Put my claim through to Coverking. Coverking got back to me and said it had shipped. When I got these the first time, I'm pretty sure these must be made to order. It took 2.5 weeks, I think, to get them. It took about that long to get the replacement as well, but there was a claim number and stuff. Besides the time frame, it was very simple, and I am thankful for that. And I don't remember if I mentioned earlier, 2-year warranty, and these are about a year. The passenger one is starting to do the same thing on the seat bottom, so I'm probably after the first of the year, we'll be pulling that out and doing a claim for replacement for that. And at this rate, probably before my 2 years of ownership is up, I'll be doing another replacement, which is, it's disappointing because these aren't cheap. I should have double checked the exact date on how long it took these to go bad, and I think they were right around $165 on eBay. So there's that. They're very nice looking. They are very comfortable when they're new. The foam is pretty robust, and even the parts underneath. So this is the seat back. This is where my belt line was. You can kind of see there's some wrinkling, but the foam itself is still in pretty good shape. It hasn't broken down. It's just that fabric has completely come unadhered, which is garbage. So that has been my experience with the Coverking seat covers. I did notice on the new ones they have a tag on them now, which is obviously part of redesign, even if it is just a tag. I'm hoping perhaps the construction and the materials may be slightly different and they'll last longer and they'll be better. So other than that, we've been happy with them. They're relatively stain repellent, relatively water repellent, and yeah, like I said, they are comfortable. They do kind of puff out when you first put them on, and if I have enough battery left after I get this installed, I'll kind of show you guys. But as your body heat kind of warms up the foam and as you're sitting in them, after a few weeks they really do conform to the seats and look pretty good. I'll pop over and try and show you guys the passenger one because that's still obviously the original one. So if you guys have any advice for me on other brands, the Hawkeyeskunkworks, I can never pronounce that right, is the kind of the go-to standard for neoprene seat covers, it seems like. And when I checked a few weeks ago what a replacement, what a set of those cost, I think it was at least $300 just for the front seats. So pretty expensive. And like I said, I don't know that that wouldn't happen again with the neoprene because it's still fabric sandwiched on top of another substrate in the middle. So, well, I think that about wraps things up. Hopefully, if you guys are interested in the Coverking Neoprene seat covers, that kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. And obviously not just for 4Runner, they make seat covers for all kinds of vehicles. So if you guys have any recommendations for myself for maybe any year from now, if these are shot, or for anybody else watching the video, please comment down below. maybe best only to comment about seat covers you have firsthand experience about. So if you have any other detailed questions, please feel free to email me, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. I always answer those emails. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up if it helped you out, or if you enjoy working on vehicles, turn the notifications on, just click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. And as always, the links to my Instagram and my Facebook are in the description. Obviously I post over there much more frequently than video uploads. So until next time, I think that about covers it. I'm gonna go drive this thing around the block a few times to bed the rear brakes in because I just finished replacing those. And yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye.